Capricorn, welcome to Majesticas Tarot. And if you've been here before, welcome back. These will be messages the 14th through the 17th. I hope y'all are ending the week as a fantastic week. And I hope y'all are looking forward to a fantastic weekend. So, this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Not every Capricorn is doing the same thing, so take what resonates. And if it does resonate, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Time is fluid and roles can be reversed. If it doesn't resonate, check back next week or check another placement. We're going to start with the oracles first, and then we're going to get into your energy and then your situation's energy, and I'm hoping it helps you in any way possible. So, let's get started. Spirit guides, ancestors, what do we have for Capricorn? The 14th through the 17th? What messages do we have for Capricorn? Intuition. Heart song, telepathy, inner knowing, soulmates, deep love, unity, connection. Whoop, whoop. What's happening right now? Distracted, sidetrack, change, and delays. Overall energy is depth, awareness, importance, and value. Do you know your value, Capricorn? I'm hearing you do. Nice. Very nice. All right. Let's get started. Okay. Sorry. I swear I didn't do that. I was just being stupid. Yeah. Okay. So let's go. Spirit guides, ancestors, what's going on with Capricorn? What's Capricorn doing? Oh, you're moving forward, eh? Oh, you're thinking about moving forward. What can you do with everything that you've put into a situation? How can it move forward? What else can you do to make it better? Oh, we have the Justice in the reverse. That's odd. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. Something's not going, or something's not going the way you thought it was going to go. It's kind of making you a little bit, maybe what you're trying to move forward is not going like you thought it was going to go. Let's keep going. Oh, I think you thought something was going to move a little faster than it was. Oh, the Fool. So you could have jumped into something and, I mean, we have you in a very independent, successful energy here, or that's what you're looking for, but you have something you're moving forward with and you're figuring out, okay, how can I make it better? Not that it's bad, it's just like, how can I make it better? And that could be like your intuition is on point. You could really you could be very passionate about this. I'm not seeing if it's a relationship or a work project. I'm not sure yet. We do have pentacles here, so it could be with your money. But sometimes you might get distracted or sidetracked or changed, or there's delays. And that's why you're like, okay, this is not going the way that I thought it was going to go. I thought it was going to move a lot faster than this. Bottom of the deck is a Fool. So it could be something that you just like jumped into. Possibly, you took a leap of faith. You took a risk, okay? Well, let's get into the other energy. Spirit guides, ancestors, what other energy is Capricorn dealing with? What is not going completely the way they thought it was? Yeah, so actually you returned back to something. You returned back to something that you got distracted from in the past. Yeah, it slowed way down. You might even, I'm getting kind of like, you lost track of it, is what I'm hearing, lost track. We have the Chariot in the reverse, okay? So it slowed down, went off course, kind of reckless, but what I'm seeing is you kind of lost track of it. Maybe you forgot some things, or all the things that you had learned about it. Well, you know, like I'm kind of seeing you like walking down a pathway and a couple things fall out of your pocket. And then you keep walking and you don't really know because there's other things going on in your life. And then some other things kind of fall out of your pocket about it. And just as months go by, or possibly even years, you know, you lost track of it. Maybe, you know, like I said, forgot some of it, or, you know, lost track of it. But you're willing to pick up whatever you have left, okay? Yeah, it's just because that happened doesn't mean that it has ended what you want to do. Tell me more. Whatever this is helps you, helps ground you. It takes away stress from you. It takes stress off of you. Brings way more positive than negative, and it also helps you understand negativity that could possibly going on around you. But it could also help you release some addictions you could have, possibly. But it definitely does help you in that sense. Bottom of the deck, I think this is something you're working on. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Well, Capricorn, you know, that's what you do, right? That's what we do. I'm a Capricorn rising. I'm about Scorpio and everything else, but I'm but I'm a Capricorn rising, so. I'm a Capricorn rising. Anyways, let's go. So I got a new deck. So it's a little stiff. So bear with me here. It's the villains of Disney, you know, like Maleficent, Ursula, you know, them. I don't remember the Cinderella's stepmom's name, but she's in here too. There's a lot of them. So anyways, let's keep going. And it could be doing something with your intuition here. You also could be a singer. Could be something that you have learned from a connection. You could possibly be a tarot reader yourself. You know, you could be teaching somebody something. I also feel, you could be psychic, but you're using your intuition while you're doing it. And like I said, there could be, I think, a singer here. Tell me about the Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. For Sagittarius is, I don't want to take it. For Sagittarius is energy. Sagittarius. Capricorn's energy, my bad, y'all, my bad. That just means, you know, Sagittarius cards, the Temperance. That just means you're balancing yourself out right now. That's a lot of cards. You could have Sagittarius in your chart. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take all of them. That's cool. You're definitely stuck in your head about this. It's actually like, this is everything to you. This is everything to you. The problem is you feel like one day it's this way, the next day it's the other way, the next day it's the other week, or one week is this week, the next week is there. It's just unpredictable and it stresses you out. You know what? I take that back. Sometimes it does stress you out and sometimes it doesn't. And I think that you are like, I can't allow to get stressed out about this. Just be the best I can be and keep going. Tell me about the Justice in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. You'll figure out a way. Just keep going. You're confused of why it's not going the way you thought it would. You also could think that maybe there's possible... I do feel that you're obsessed with this, which could be an issue. But just because it's not going the way that you thought it would, you're trying to... You could be obsessively trying to do more research on it. What can I do to make it better? But you're becoming a little too obsessed about it, it's saying. I don't know, it could be a good thing or a bad thing. But you know, like I've heard people say when they're doing something, I put my whole heart into it. I put my whole heart into it. I mean, I guess if you put your whole heart into it and you're neglecting things like bills or your kids or something like that, then I would think that that is a negative obsession here. But, oh my God, I need water, y'all. A negative obsession here, but sorry. I just think you're, you know, when you feel like it's not going the way that you should, you could be over obsessing about trying to do your research and find out more because you're confused on certain things. But I guess you need to figure out if it's an obsession. If you're neglecting other important, if you're putting this above priorities that it doesn't need to be above, well, then that's a problem. Tell me about the King of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles, please. Yeah, you know the depth, your awareness, importance, value, and that's what it's under. You know that, you know your value here. You know what you put on the table. So it's kind of like, why aren't we moving? Why isn't it moving a little bit faster? Yeah, you're really disappointed that, you know, you could be working on this too much, or you're You're disappointed when you can't work on this because this is something that is going to provide you more stability in your life. Tell me a little bit more. You're even hard on yourself about it sometimes. Also, you are expanding in a way that you normally wouldn't. So let's say that if you were introverted, you're becoming extroverted now. And I don't know about y'all, but for a long time, I didn't pay attention to those two words. So I was like, is the introvert the one who's blah, 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 blah? You know, but extrovert is the one that's blah, 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 you know, very talkative, outgoing, whatever, whatever. So how I remembered that, I don't know if I'm the only one that, I'm sure I'm not, but how I remember that is extrovert, they're extra, and you don't have to be extra, but you know, extroverts are more extra than introverts. They do more, you know what I mean? Okay. So tell me about this Eight of Cups in the reverse and the Page of Wands. Well, how do you, really? Okay, we'll do challenge. We'll do the challenge position. Two of Cups in the challenge position. I think for a while there, you wanted a connection with this project or the stability that you're looking for here. You went back and forth in your head about how much you wanted it or not. You knew that you could be an entrepreneur here. You knew what you were. You knew, this is beautiful. Like it sincerely is. You knew who you were, but it was taking you a minute to connect with it. You had to look at things in a different, you knew who you were, but you were stuck. You were stalling. Why were you stalling? You were open to other opportunities. New opportunities. Like, okay. Tell me about the Chariot in the reverse and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. I'm going to go back and clarify that. Capricorn, you were in a unstable environment at the time. Your project or livelihood or stability or hobby or whatever the case it may be was very unstable. You were very insecure and jealous at the time of, I mean, you don't have to be jealous, but you could have been. There was, what I'm saying, there's a sense of reckoning inside of you. You were unstable, insecure, yeah. Tower, Scorpio, Aries card, and we also have Aries with the Queen of Wands here. I'm just throwing out, we have Scorpio again. We have Taurus energy also. I'm just throwing out other energies that this could have been working around, if you will. Tell me about the, yeah, let's keep going with the Chariot in the reverse and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. You knew you were being misdirected. You knew you had to get up and get going. And that might be why the Fool card over here is you jumped into it. Okay, there's an unstable home life right now that I'm seeing of what may have distracted you from this. Trying to work on something that failed. And that might have been the new opportunity that came in over here. I mean, it's the Tower in the reverse, the Queen of Wands in the reverse, the Ten of Cups in the reverse, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. And that could have been what had distracted you. Something that was falling apart that you were trying to keep alive. But we're not talking, you know, I think this is just part of what happened, kind of confirming. So tell me about the 10 of Wands in the reverse and the Devil in the reverse. Empress. Da 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 da. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. You know, yeah, it's helping you release and become like, release stress, release burdens, release toxic entities that come into your life or make you feel better about yourself, like healing, grounding yourself. And it's helping you become an empress or an emperor, male or female. Remember, gender doesn't know tarot, but yeah. Let's keep going. I really like these cards, especially the back of them. I love the design. It's kind of like a, okay, some people say damask. I say damask. You know, those paisley kind of jacquard. We have the Nine of Swords. That's what I'm talking about right there. Just what I've been saying. And I'm going to say this. You can't make this up. Empress, Nine of Swords. You know, it's helping you come out of a anxiety-ridden, depressed stage. It's helping you. What is this Empress in the page of? Okay. Yes. Everything I just said, right? There are some things that you're not possibly seeing or you're ignoring that you need to give to help release all, I mean, not everybody's going to release all demons, but you might be overlooking something. You're not giving enough to something that you need to heal from. There's something here that you need to heal from that you're not. It's like you, in your head, you're like, yep, I need to quit. Yep, I need to stop doing that. Yep. But you're just thinking about it, throwing ideas out there. Whatever your, one of your addictions are, or one of your negative entities, whatever the case may be that you know you need to give more to, like you're doing great, but there's some other things that, you know, that may need to totally be addressed here. It could be a life or death situation. The bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, which means whatever you're doing, you're not getting back anything good from it. See what I'm saying? Okay, I want to clarify something. Well, I want to, hold on. Come on. Okay. Oh, you know what? It's already clarified. It is. So whatever I've said, it was clarified. So, okay. What would be the outcome of Capricorn paying more attention to something else they need to act more upon that's causing them harm? What would be the outcome of that? Sometimes when things aren't going the way that they're supposed to go, sometimes you have to get rid of things in order for things to come into fruition in your life. Whatever this reckless energy is that you have, you've been told about it before. You could even looked at yourself in the mirror and told you about this before. You need to get working on coming clean here. I mean, that's what it's the 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords in reverse. You need to work on coming clean. Tell me more. So you're in denial about this situation. Possibly. There's something here that needs to end. And you are fighting with yourself about it. But it would make you happier. What is the advice for Capricorn with this whole thing? Not just that. The whole spread. What's the advice? What's the advice? It's not going the way they thought it was going to go. What's the advice? And yo, I'm not even kidding you right now. Okay, that card just jumped up into my hand. I have to go back. Maybe it didn't. I don't know, but I didn't shuffle. Anyways, I don't need to ask anything else because we have the Wheel of Fortune here. We have nothing but good luck. Nothing. So if you were to quit this little comfort thing, maybe, possibly, or it looks like that on a surface level, this right here, like, this is change. Keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. This is good luck. This is karma. You hear me? So, didn't they say that Saturn retrograde was about karma? Now, Karen at the, I've heard it's not about good karma or bad karma, but I've read about it too, and I kind of think it is. I'm trying to like get up more on my astrology and whatnot, and yeah, like whatever you've put out there, like if you've betrayed somebody or lied to somebody or whatever, then it's gonna come back around, right? But if you've been putting out good karma, trying to be a better person and heal yourself, or trying to heal other things, or whatever the case may be, it's coming back tenfold. I just heard tenfold. Capricorn, that is what I have for you. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. If it did, please hit the like button, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Check back next week. Stay blessed.